Creating groups inside a Canvas course can be a great way to differentiate your instruction. Students will be able to access only the material that you want them to access. Certain groups of students can see certain things and other groups can see others, and the best part is the students don't know the difference. To start out on whatever course you would like to create a group, go to the People tab on the left. And before you do this, you should have an Everyone tab and then maybe a Group tab, or if you don't have any groups created, you won't have anything here. And the first thing we need to do is add a group set before we start adding groups. I added 4 group sets here already. If you noticed, East, North, South, and West partners. But you can create other group sets. Good examples of what a group set might be Chapter 1 research groups. So this is just kind of the heading of the group that you're going to be creating for Chapter 1. You can allow students to self-sign. You can automatically split students up into a certain number of groups, or you can just create your groups manually, which is what you probably want to do most of the time. Click Save, and you'll see now I have everyone here on this tab, and I have all my different group sets. I have East, North, South, West partners, and I have Chapter 1 research groups. Once you click on that tab for Chapter 1 research groups, you now have to create the groups that we're going to use for Chapter 1. So let's say we're doing some kind of expert jigsaw, and I want to split the chapter up into 3 groups. I can create groups here, and I can just name them Group 1. You can set a limit on the groups, or you don't have to. I'm going to name this Group 2. Maybe they're going to do the second third of the chapter in my expert jigsaw, and then Group 3. And once you have your groups created, Groups 1, 2, and 3, then you can simply drag and drop students into these groups. If you have a large class, you can use the search features to search for just that student, or you can just drag and drop. Once that's all done, you can go back to your assignments page, and I've created an assignment here already that are specifically for groups, but I can create another one too. If I want to add an assignment that's only going to be visible by this certain group, I can click Add Assignments, and I can put in here Group 1 assignment. And I can say, please upload your Chapter 1 outline here. When I'm in this box, I usually like to make my font a different color and larger so it's easier for the students to read. And I can choose how many points it's out of, whether it's a homework, quiz, or test grade. And then my submission type is File Upload. And right here, Group Assignments. You need to click this group assignment, and you need to use the group set that we created for this. This was our Chapter 1 research groups. Remember, I had 5 different group sets. This one's going to specifically be for Chapter 1. So that was the group set that I chose. And down at the bottom where it says Assign, we can, if we want to sync this to the PowerSchool system, we can make sure that box is checked. But since this is just a sample, I don't want it to go to PowerSchool, so I unchecked that. I can get rid of Assign to Everyone, and I can just assign it to one of my groups. So this would be group number 1. And then I can add a due date, end of the month, and you can add an available from it too. I usually leave that blank though. Save and publish, you'll get a warning message saying, warning, not everyone is going to get this assignment. That's exactly what I want, so I'm going to click continue. I found it takes just a second for this to save and publish. And there we go. Now we have a group 1 assignment that is created. I can go back to my module, and I have a group 1 assignment listed here. I can go back to my modules, and I can add this assignment into a module. Here's chapter 1. And I can hit the little plus button here to add an assignment, and I should find in here under homework group 1 assignment that was already created. I usually like to indent these when I'm finished with them, and I can add this assignment. And now this assignment for group 1 will only be visible by group 1 members. Nobody else will see it. So I can create 3 different assignments differentiated using different scaffolds for each group. And group 1 will have their assignment, group 2 will have theirs, group 3 will have theirs. Nobody will see what the other assignments are, and they'll only see the one that I made available to them.